Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Rebecca here with Learning Together by Grace. In today's video, we are going to be talking about what makes a homemaker a homemaker. Are you guys ready? I am. Let's go. Okay, so first, I just want to read the definition of a homemaker to you all. It says, a person who spends their time looking after a home and doing housework rather than being employed outside the home, typically applied to a woman. And then I want to read this other definition. It says that a simple Google search defines a housewife as a married woman whose main occupation is caring for her family, managing household affairs, and doing housework. On the other hand, a homemaker is defined as a person, especially a woman, who manages a home. And so, with that being said, I really believe that the housewife definition and the homemaker definition is pretty much similar. But there are some housewives out there that don't have children, so they don't have to worry about that aspect. So with that being said, homemakers, we are managers of our homes. We run the day-to-day tasks, we set the routines, we do the budgeting, we create lists for our family to get things done throughout the day. We also create meal plans. We create schedules for our family members. We literally are acting as a manager. If you've been out there working, in the private sector, you will know that you have to answer to your manager. Your manager is going to lay out all of the tasks that they are requiring you to do, and they have expectations for you to follow through with those tasks, right? Okay, so the same applies to a homemaker. We, as the managers of our homes, we have to be comfortable and confident with giving our family members certain tasks to do and having deadlines and expectations for those things to get done, right? Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Now, one thing that I keep thinking about is that I meal plan. So I use my planner each week and I plan out the meals for the week. I don't just plan out the meals, I also do a grocery list and I look at everything that I need to buy based off of that meal plan. Or either what I will do is buy items that I know that my family enjoys eating, and I will create a meal plan based off of the items that I have purchased. I tend to do both. I kind of flip-flop through the two scenarios because, sometimes you do want something different. And both of them, they work just fine for me. Now, I can say if you actually meal plan and then make your list and go grocery shopping, you can potentially save money by doing that. Because a lot of times when I just go grocery shopping, get the items that I know that we like to eat, and then meal plan, I tend to spend a little bit more money in that regards. Sometimes it's just easier for me to just grocery shop because I didn't have the opportunity to sit down and meal plan before going grocery shopping. So something to keep in mind when you are planning anything. And so I have certain tasks that I have my children doing every single day. For instance, Monday through Friday, my children, they alternate between washing dishes or either cleaning the counters, putting up the food, and doing the floors. And on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, my son is gonna wash the dishes. On Tuesdays, Thursdays, my daughter's gonna wash the dishes. And on those opposite days, they'll do the floors and the counters. They know that these are the set days that they are to do these things and they need to get them done. And then I also have created a routine for us washing our clothes. I used to wash a load a day, and it does definitely work, especially when you have little ones who aren't as able to help. They can help, but it's not always as easy for them to help. It was good for me to stay on top of washing a load a day. And sometimes I would do 2 loads a day. And I would dry them, fold them, put them up, all of that. But now we have a certain day of the week that we are focusing on laundry, and we just get in and we just do it, and we know that it has to be done. I also have routines set in place for them to keep their bathroom in order. And so we are constantly managing those things, and as they are doing those tasks, we are making sure that they are doing it to the standard that we have placed. Now, I'm going to let you know, a lot of times they don't like your standard, but that's okay because a lot of times mom's standards are up here and we like for things to be sparkling. However, this is what I would encourage you, just a little caveat, is to give grace. Just like there are days when I have to wash dishes, Saturdays are my days, and sometimes I am so tired and I just don't want to do it. So give grace. Alrighty. So another thing, being that I do homeschool, I create the curriculum for my children. I create the schedule. I let them know exactly what we're going to be learning for the year. And we have our subjects that we're going to be covering. And we have the times that we're going to cover them. And we get to work. They know what their assignments are. They know what the expectations are. This is year 4 of us homeschooling. And because I've been very particular about having a schedule and very particular about ensuring that they understand that they will have to do work, even though we are home, they will have to do work. They have that routine in place for them, and they understand that, okay, this is homeschool time. We have to do X, Y, and Z for homeschool before we can go and do some other things that we want to do on our own. Now, some of you may be wondering, how does my husband play a part in this? So my husband, he goes out, he works, he's the breadwinner from the majority of our marriage. I mean, I did teach for a few years, and I also tutored and had childcare jobs. So I've done different things throughout the years. I even owned my own business for a short while. And but my husband is the main breadwinner of our home. So he goes out to work. He's working from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening, leaves out here at 5 o'clock in the morning, doesn't get home until 7:30 in the evening, 3 days on, 3 days off. But when my husband is home, he also has a day of the week that he is washing dishes. And he also helps out with the laundry because he understands that as a human being, if he's gonna make a mess, he can clean up a mess. So he does have things that he's doing alongside me and the children to help make our home more efficient. He does the yard work, and I let him have that. I grew up doing yard work, and I'm good. He can have that. So he'll do that. He does the trash, and he will clean around the house and things of that nature. He's really good about making our bed because I like to have the bed made every single day. So if he gets out of the bed after me and I'm off doing my things, he will make up this bed because he knows that, okay, this is what my wife enjoys. And he even says so himself that it feels better when we have a nicely made bed and you can walk into the room and just have a focal point that looks beautiful. So your husbands are included in this as well. Now, the budgeting aspect of things, I do most of the budgeting for our family. Now, my husband makes the money, but I allot the money to every area of our lives that we need it for. We even have allowances. I know that may sound silly to have allowances as adults, but we have allowances because it helps us stay on track with, okay, this is my fund money. Okay, this is our money that needs to work for us in this area. So I do budget. However, I do not leave my husband out of the loop. I know some of us are like, but I don't leave him out of the loop because he's making the money and he's entrusting me to budget it and make sure that it stretches as far as it can go. I am going to include him. I'm going to let him know, well, this is what we need to set aside for this. We need this for this month. So maybe the children need some soccer gear because they just started soccer. So we need to set aside money for this. Or, okay, my daughter needs to get a tooth pulled, which she did a few months ago. We're gonna have to set aside money for this. Or this bill, we need to pay this on this date. We need to make sure that this check is good enough to cover the rent or the mortgage or just whatever the case may be. So I do let him know exactly where every penny is going so that he's not feeling like I'm just going to work just for my money to run out like this. So I do manage that, and I do ensure that we are using the money to the best of our ability. Alrighty, you guys, that is all for today. I have more. Of course, there's so much that homemaking includes, but I will end that for today and save it for another video. But I just wanted to get on here just to kind of give those out there who are wondering, well, what does a homemaker do all day long? You guys, I'm up from like 6:30 in the morning, and I don't go to bed until maybe 11:30 because I'm constantly making sure that everything is flowing. A manager's responsibility is to ensure that things are getting done and to get our hands dirty as well. We're not just here just to sit back and relax and allow the kids to do it. No, we don't do that. We have to make sure that we are being responsible individuals for our household. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it educated you in some kind of way. Let me know, what are some things that I could add to this? What are your homemaking go-to management skills? You know, I'd like to learn from you. I'd like to know, maybe it's something that I would be interested in doing, or maybe it's something that I already do. All right, you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let people know what we're doing over here. Hit the notification bell. And I pray that God blesses you and your family. Bye. Take care.